Dear Judge, Darrell, my name is Yuretsi Becerra Montes. On November 21st, 2021, my life and my family's life changed forever. The day that was supposed to be a day of joy that became a nightmare to me, my family, and our community. On that day, my parents and my siblings witnessed the red SUV that drove into my dance team. My mom ran without thinking she could be hurt too. She remembers the red SUV that almost hit her while running into the road because he was coming her way, but he swerved. They couldn't find me right away because I was under a car that was playing the music for us. I flew 15 to 20 feet from where I was dancing. I was lucky that I wasn't injured like my friends because my head bumped into a truck that was playing the music for us, and I fell on the street and hit the back of my head on someone's leg, but I didn't suffer from a major injury. My family calls me a miracle because things would have been worse, and maybe things would look different if my injuries were more severe. I spent a couple of nights in the hospital, but the worst part was that I woke up and asked my dad what I was doing in the hospital because I was dancing and I thought my nightmare was over. It was a traumatic experience that traumatized all of us. While I was in the hospital, I was remembering what really happened. I was dancing that day and I had a smile on my face. Once I heard what I thought were fireworks, it were gunshots. But at the moment, I knew that nothing happens in Waukesha and that I'm safe. And so I kept dancing. I was hurt that day. I was struck by the red SUV. I felt like I was going to die. I woke up on the ground to my family surrounding me, thinking it was all a dream, not knowing what was going on. My body was hurting and I couldn't move. I saw the looks on their faces. My mom was crying and so was the rest of my family. My mom kept telling me the paramedics to go help other people that were unconscious. My daughter is awake and is talking to us. Please go help others. My mom was a hero. She helped a little girl that was hurt in the middle of the road that was being stepped on. She carried her and put her on the side of the street and asked people to help her because she was still looking for me. I remember someone holding my hand in my head, telling me it was going to be okay. Then I heard someone yell, "Active shooter." Scared and shocked at the disbelief of what was going on, my dad had to carry me to a bakery for our safety. All I could hear were ambulance sirens and screaming. I couldn't understand what was happening because there was so much going on. I wasn't sure if it was real life or a dream. But at the moment, I was really hoping it was a dream because I didn't want it to be real. I had to witness everything around me and my friends on the ground unconscious, not knowing what would happen to them and if they would even wake up. Since that day, I've been traumatized with sirens, screaming, fireworks, being in big crowds, and hearing the song I danced to when the tragedy hit. After that day, it was a very hard topic to talk about, as well as now. To this day, I still struggle with pain and nightmares and PTSD. I don't know when my body is going to feel normal again. All of this made me sad, angry, and anxious because I cannot understand why someone could do this to our community. All of Waukesha has experienced this tragedy, even if they weren't there to see it. As in losing loved ones, having to go through an injury, or families that were injured as well. People who watched it happen and see their loved ones get hurt, or even just seeing this tragedy on the news. This affected our community of Waukesha to the point that some people weren't and still aren't ready to go back downtown or even participate in a parade again. I'll always struggle from that day, and it haunts me and so many others to think that a tradition for over 50 years has become a remembrance of the people who died and the injuries that occurred that day. I forgive him after everything he's done, even though he never apologized for his actions, because I'm thankful justice has been served and that he won't do damage to anyone again. I thank you, Your Honor, and everyone in the jury for making justice for all of us and our community. I ask you, Your Honor, that he won't ever see the light of day again. I thank you for everyone who supported us through difficult times. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's get the wine.